We know our son in the building. Our Chinko is also here. Twist. Oliver Twist. He's also in the building. We don't know where he belongs. Maybe it's Chelsea or Arsenal or Manchester United. Olode Adebisi, where did you belong? Chelsea or Arsenal or Manchester United? He doesn't have club. CDSC. He supports Nigeria professionally. Man of okay, moving on to Syria. Atalanta coach Gia Gasperini. He says that he's not thinking of the Syria title.
Just make it difficult for you to play with your prepared formation. So you just have to be proactive when it comes to substitutions. When Arsenal started with the 3-4-3, they were actually pressing Tottenham Hotspur, but immediately Jose Mourinho whispered into the ears of his midfielders, especially more than Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, it was difficult for them to penetrate through that Tottenham midfield, and Harry Kane did a wonderful job doing his hold-up play. He literally held up David Luiz and Sid Kolasinac in their box, and it was difficult for them to actually come out and help their midfielders to play. When you are playing a 3-4-3 formation, automatically your defense line will be high, yes. And you expect your wing backs, to Bellerin in his position. He was unable to move a little bit forward, so it becomes a difficult situation for them. And you expect a Mourinho, to do some changes, which he did eventually when the rear field, and it becomes a little bit, difficult for Arsenal to pass through, and the game ended in a 2-1 victory for Tottenham Hotspur. Though both teams, they still remain the same way they left, 7 and 8, just that Tottenham leapfrogged Arsenal a little bit on the tables. But hey, Europa League football, is it still certain for these two teams? Well, let's hope and see, because Sheffield United is not slowing down, and they walloped, let me say they whitewashed. So if Chelsea actually wants to remain big teams and bottling it against smaller teams, it's never going to. That is inconsistency, and if you are inconsistent, it affects your performance on the European stage also. That's exactly what happened to them against Bayern Munich. Considering, and the attack is superb. You have a certain Lewandowski that has over 50 goals already this season. That's going to be a difficult task for Chelsea, but you cannot rule. This is football anyway. It's a game of magic. It's a game of luck. Anything can happen.
Samson, if I may ask, what was your biggest surprise this weekend?
Well, things are becoming much more difficult now. Teams that are actually in the relegation zone are doing fantastic job to make sure they move out of that particular zone.
On Saturday, what was your biggest mistake? Conceding 3 goals.
When it comes to Chelsea, I begin to wonder why a coach will tinker or would being banned from the transfer window. They couldn't buy any player. They brought in the likes of Messi